Oh no.
Oh, oh dear, oh Lord, that was a stressful moment. I started off and then I had to start all over again, for goodness sake. Oh, okay. So, hello everybody. Here I am on day 2 of talking about the Potential 7, my 7-step guide to how to get the life you really, really want. Okay, so this is day 2. So I have decided to do each day a tip or a teaser, a little snippet of something that you can do to look out for yourself in life and really figure out what it is that you really want. So a lot of it is taking a lot of stuff out of your life, and we put a lot of stuff into your life. So we are talking about today about energetics. Now, it's one of those things, energetics, and if you've never worked in energy or energy work, it can feel a bit woo-woo. And this is a really misunderstanding of energetics and energy work, because energy is the most less woo-woo. It's the less like the illusion that we think that we live in, and and really more authentic and an integral part of you and what you want out of life. So I think this part is, although it's been really difficult to describe because it is a feeling. It's you've got to feel it, you've got to experience it. So it's very experiential. But I'm going to do my best to describe it to you, like we do with my clients, because generally they're real life scenarios. So to talk about energy, the first thing, so I'm going to talk about 3 tips today. Okay, I want to take you to 3 things away from this teaser, is to notice. So when we talk the reason, well, let's go back. The reason why you want to look at energy is because it's how you get impacted by life, and if you know how you get impacted, you can change it. You can do something about it. It becomes a choice. So until you look at energy and look at how your energy is impacted or how you impact other people, you can't understand. Unless you understand it, you can't change it, you can't do anything about it. So to talk about energy, is the first thing is to notice it. So notice your energy, how you feel. So when you go into a room, or when you meet somebody, or you have a conversation, or you go from one place to another, and you change the circumstances around your life. So you change the function of what you're doing. How do you feel about that? Does it light you up? Do you become more agitated? Do you become happier? Do you just get into a zone in certain places? Sometimes you walk into a place and you just feel miserable. Sometimes you walk into a place and you just feel happy for no reason, and then you associate, well, I must be happy because of this. That's energy. And what we do is we attach thoughts to energy, and we give ourselves reasons for it. So to notice, the first thing I want you to do is to notice your energy on a daily basis. Just check in, just like, am I the same or different here than I was a minute ago? After I've had that conversation, am I the same or different? You can be in a great mood, and then somebody speaks to you and is like, oh, Jesus, why did I pick the phone up? And then your mood can change. The reason why I wanted you to look at it is because once you notice how different energies are, you can change it. You can shift these things, and it's quite amazing to know that you can, because sometimes it's just not even yours. So the second thing I want you to do once you start noticing is to get curious. So you really get curious about your life, about how you feel about things, actually, she's got a point. When I go there, I get really agitated or irritated. And I don't feel like that before. And actually, when I get out of there, I feel fine. And it's just to look at it. It's not to blame. Because sometimes when people get this bit, they kind of think, yeah, well, that's because I go in there and they're a bunch of bleeps, and they're, well, I go to work and blah, 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 blah happens, or I'll go around mother-in-laws and blah 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 happens, or I go around my sisters and she's or someone's in a bad mood and they throw it at you, and before you know it, you're in a funk. So what I want you to do is to now, so because we're just talking around the subject of energy, is to get curious about when your energy shifts, when you talk to certain people, when you do certain things. And what the thing about it is, the third thing is to be responsible. So when you know that you go into circumstances that you know that you're going to get irritated, is to be responsible. Plan for it. Figure it out. Okay, I go there and generally it becomes, and I come out and I'm pretty pissed off. So I need to do something that I can shift that energy as quickly as I can after. Stack the cards, work it out, figure out that I'm responsible for how I feel. And if I'm responsible, I need to look at it and go, right, okay, there's a whole bunch of irritation coming my way. What can I do to change that? Or there's a whole bunch of happiness over there and I don't get to play there. Oh, there's a whole thing coming outside my door that's making a lot of noise. What can I do to be responsible, to take responsibility, not to blame somebody else, because we can go in and go, well, that's because she's blah, 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 blah. Well, it's just life, isn't it? It's just how things happen, and you're not in control of lots of things, but you are in control of how you can change these things for you. So you can go, right, okay, I know that I've got to go and do this, or I've got to be at work, and Jane's in tomorrow and she's a right bunch of fun. What can I do to make my life happier, have it more fun? Shift it, change it, do something, bring something in, buy something, cook something, do something that you can do to change that, to shift that. Do a dance break, do something, anything that makes that shift for you, because you can't change other people, but you can change you. So that's today's lesson. 3 things. Number 1, notice how you feel, notice the energy when it shifts. 2, get curious about the other circumstances of when you're not doing what you do, or you're going to certain circumstances. I do apologise for that noise. And 3 is be responsible. You're responsible for these things, no one else. You are responsible for your life and how you create it. Once you know these things, you can go, right, okay, I know that pisses me off. That pisses me off and I can't change it just yet, or I can't leave, or I can't do something else, but I can change me within it. So someone said to me once, it's like, right, okay, the biggest lesson for me was because I'm fun. I love to have fun. I love to make things fun. And I can get a bit sort of, it's not fun. I don't like it. It's not fun. But the test is like, when you know that you're in a circumstances that's not fun, make it so. Be responsible for shifting that energy. You can do it. Okay, so that's my taster teaser for my course, which is called the Potential 7, how to get what you really, really want in 7 easy steps. Okay, I'm back tomorrow with something, brutal honesty, my favourite, I love that. Okay, so I am here, I think about the same time, actually 10:30 tomorrow, but you can catch this on the replay, as you may well be doing. Thank you very much for coming. I'm Kerry Hales, Transformational Life Coach. Goodbye.